Let's see now. YouTube. Are we good? Okay, nice. Looks like we are up and running. Okay, let's get going. And Twitch going. Okay. Right. Huh. Interesting. Never seen that notification before. Don't think you can subscribe to my channel. Okay. Right. Right. So, I've barely done anything since I last streamed. The last few days have been kind of a shit show. But I did... Do I not have a map here? No, I do. Okay. Just wasn't clicking on the right thing. I did... Can I go to the world map? I don't think I can. That is unfortunate. I cannot go to OV map. Okay. Oh well. I just flew to the point of the next story quest for Cassia. So that's basically all I've done since that last quest. I've landed the shuttle, come down there, and now going up here. Right. Looks like we're about to have some ominous stuff going on. Uh-oh. Okay, so these people still want Cassia dead. We followed the Atlas call in your wake, child. Stand with us. House of Solia will not trade with Tissiphane's legacy, the false ideals of blind fools. Uh-oh. What? Okay, cool. That's a lot of blood, hey? What the hell? Is that a whole bunch of harlequins? Australia renegades representatives. Damn Xenos. This was not the bargain we struck. Throne smite you. The navigator, whose skin is so thin that it reveals the muscles, bones, and its underneath, clenches his augmented golden jaw in contempt. Uh-oh. Great Regent's envoy. What is this? The rogue trader and the traitors... What is this? The rogue trader and the traitors to the house have lured the child into a trap set by Xenos? I wish my eyes were deceiving me, but now I can see clearly that the Great Regent was right to send us after your vessel. The sturdily built woman is armed with a pistol, and yet there are signs of exhaustion in her posture. Her face is hidden behind a gem-encrusted, three-eyed mask, and her elaborate Navis Nobilite vestments are stained with dried blood and other evidence of recent combat. Yeah, that's pretty recent. I don't know if you could say it's dried blood, but... He spared his life while passing judgment. Oh, geez, that was like right at the beginning of the game. Hey, Tim. Thanks for the lurk, man. Much appreciated. I'll pull up your stream whenever you get on as well. Just let me know. Actually, let me pull up Twitch on the side just so I can also keep an eye on it. There we go. Cool. Right. There we go, there we go. Yay. Cool. I too wish to be enlightened as to what's happening here. An ambush. I ignore all. Sort of. Just how did you get here? Boy, how did you get here before us? No one but Cassian knew the way. All good questions. I'm gonna go with I too wish to be enlightened what's happening here. No stream for me tonight due to migraine. Sorry to hear that, man. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah. I'm sorry I disappeared the rest of this week as well. This week also kind of just, ran away with me. It's just always one thing after another. So, yeah. Well, I'm taking a bit longer than I'd hoped to sort out a decent schedule, but yeah. Right. I too wish to be enlightened about what is happening here. You will stop defiling the remains of this hallowed ground of our ancestors with your semblance of speech, monkey. The Harlequin's bright clothes glimmer faintly in the dim light of the system's star, and the sinister grin on his mask only adds to his menacing and aloof presence. The final act will soon unfold, where you will pay for the deeds of your ancestors. Stay put and wait for the puppeteer to pull at your strings. I wonder if this is going to bring up the fact that we were helped by one of the Harlequins earlier. I don't know if that's going to play a part in this. Why are there Xenos ruins where the palace of the Atlas should be? Why is this place coated in an impenetrable black mist? I'm suffocating. Cassia clutches her breastplate near where the Atlas is, her voice feeble and trembling. Three-eyed monkey who sees into Sheol, the taint of your ancestors has begun to consume your body and soul. Pathetic fools with an insatiable lust for power that is not yours. Ending your misery will be merciful. Auxilia renegades. Taint. Do you mean the Atlas, Xenos traitor? Silence, traitor. The Atlas is the sacred relic of House Orsilio. It is what elevates us above the rest. How dare you? The Regent's envoy abruptly loses her breath with a groan, and she clutches her chest where her Atlas is implanted. I refuse to accept this. Impossible. Uh-oh. Okay, so this Atlas thing that Cassia's had the whole time is actually a Xenos artifact? What is the taint you speak of? What is this taint you speak of, Xenos? Do you not see it? The Harlequin's voice booms throughout the ruined temple. When you, monkey, discovered this crone world, you tainted it with your crude technology, despoiled it of its relics, ruined all there was to the last stone, but worst of all, you sullied the souls of our ancestors, reposed in their sacred vessel, the spirit monolith. You sullied the souls of our ancestors, reposed in their sacred vessel, the spirit monolith. Okay. He points his thin finger at the remarkable crystal floating behind his back, and the Harlequins around you tighten their grips on their weapons. Oh, okay. So the other Harlequins tighten their grips on their weapons. Okay. Like a sea of bottomless blue. Cassia looks around her with a stunned expression, her gaze shifting from one Xenos to another. I did not know that living things could exude such saturated hues. I wish I could paint this ocean a different color. Examine the hovering crystal? Oh, damn. That was the wrong one. How did the navigators of House of Solio taint the spirit monolith? The experiments. Cassia covers her mouth in horror. This is where she conducted her experiments. Tisiphone. No, it's not possible. To consort with Xenos is to violate the word of the God Emperor. It is known to all that Tisiphone Orsilio executed anyone who showed any interest in the enemies of humanity. Is that so? Then why is it that every piece of metal or fabric in this place bears our house's coat of arms? Open your eyes. It makes a good point. Troop Master. Quiet. The Harlequin's tone is mild, but it is not a request. I am unsurprised that the truth is hidden from your gazes, three-eyed monkey, who see into Shael. I realized at the moment I met the first of you, wretched, begging us to help you destroy your own kin. I sensed it within you, our ancestors' call, their pleas, their endless torment. I knew that what you found was a crone world, and I humbly awaited the day you would lead me to it. Yeah. What is the meaning behind your words, Althea, Troopmaster? Althea. You know the answer already, outcast. You have always known. Uh-oh. What was this about? What experience does something like here? What does all this mean? I'm gonna go listen in silence, because I don't really know what's going on here. Let's do that. The ancestors of the three-eyed monkey sought to command the power of the spirit monolith, and yet suffered failure time and time again. Eventually, they discovered a way to harness this power, a terrible way, torturous and unforgivable. They shattered the monolith into many shards and weakened the souls within. And then the Harlequin trembles with fury. Then they place the shards inside their bodies to empower their abilities. Damn. Okay. So these atlases that Cassie has been carrying around is actually an Eldari soulstone. That's crazy. I never wished to learn such harsh truths about my own house. Cassia buries her face in her hands, and you feel waves of despair spreading from her lithe frame, which suddenly appears as fragile as glass. Neither Theodora nor Tisiphone was infallible, but that doesn't mean we are powerless to rectify the errors of our ancestors. It is appalling how Cecilia cannot be forgiven. There's no shame in using Xenos for I'm torn between watch and silence or saying they weren't infallible. Doesn't mean we are powerless to rectify the errors. Let's go with number one. Neither was infallible, but that doesn't mean we are powerless to rectify the errors of our ancestors. You say that only because you wish to soothe me. She smiles faintly. The renegade navigator stares at Cassie in shock. You are more than just a tyrant's heir. You are a successor to a mad heretic, a betrayer of the faith. You must be destroyed. You and the Atlas, once and for all. Jeez, man, you guys need these renegades need to take a chill pill, man. You think the solution is so easy, don't you, monkey? When you die, your souls become captives inside the spirit monolith. This process is deranging to our ancestors, who have served as the monolith's guardians for eons. It is equally agonizing to the souls of your dead, and the more monkey souls the monolith absorbs, the more volatile it becomes. The Eldari and the monkey have spent many a dance battling for supremacy within the monolith, and its integrity is waning. You sense it too. Ah, shit. Okay, so these guys have basically been arming a nuclear bomb then at this point. At least that's the impression I get. Okay. Alright. The only way to free our ancestors from the pain is to separate the monkey taint from the spirit monolith. My troop is here to perform just that. We all will play our parts today, and then when the final act of this age-long tragedy begins, the monkey players will exit this world's stage. Sinister shadows dance at the Harlequin's mask as he draws an unknown device from his sleeve. Uh-oh. This is gonna get interesting. Okay. Atlas must only be destroyed, but surely the entire house cannot be expected to serve penance for Tisiphone's crimes. Is there no way whatsoever to separate the Navigator's souls from those of the Eldari without killing one another? Cassie is the inheritor of the one bound. Listen to whatever she has to say. She's not the woman her predecessor was. Ah. Okay. I like this one. Just basically just let them listen to Cassia. But I don't get the impression Cassia really knows what to do either. So I think... Let's go. Is there no way whatsoever to separate the Navigator's souls from those of the Eldari without killing one another? Xenos thinks for a moment. You monkey have desecrated our ancient world. I see no reason to assist you with the final dance. Okay. Save Navigators and deaths, you'll gain a powerful ally amongst humans. Cassia can bring death to an entire house, but with but a thought. What would have become the monolith if the souls of their serial navigators were to leave their bodies all at once? Also, Celio can never introduce themselves. Okay, I'm gonna go with persuasion. It's most likely to succeed. Perhaps the three-eyed monkey who see into shell could be of use to the troop. They do not fear the realm of she who thirsts. They cut through it on their steel-winged birds. They have even found their way to a crone world that was hidden from our sight. The Harlequin lowers his head in thought. Your words are harmonious, monkey. But what will your companions say? Cassia gives you a grateful nod and turns to the Harlequin troop. I cannot change the past, it is true. Nor can I change the fact that my house is forever tainted with disgrace born of Tisiphone or Celio's hubris. Yet all of us here today have the power to change the future and halt the unending suffering that is drowning both your kin and mine. You suggest that the monkey and the Eldari change the future together. The Harlequin leans forward curiously. I must admit, my leading lady, I am confounded by your audacity. Go on. My Atlas. Cassia places her hand on her gilded breastplate. If you can free the phantoms of my house from the spirit monolith and guide them to enter my Atlas, their experience and wisdom will help steer House Orcelio onto a path of truth and allow future generations to avoid the calamitous pitfalls of their forebears. Kaer Morag. My leading lady, the shards of the monolith are lodged inside the chest of every monkey bound to you by ties of blood. How exactly do you intend to return them? I shall use the Atlas to sever my subject's connection to the spirit monolith, and then I shall extract its shards from every navigator of the House Orcelio. This artifact is implanted at birth, but that does not mean the ritual cannot be reversed. I witnessed its creation through Tisiphone's eyes in my visions. I lived it over and over again through the memories of the Setlar clan. I can recreate the ritual that will return the souls of your kin to you and save my people's lives. Well, damn. I didn't think Cassia had that kind of, insight going on. Okay. Seldom do human Xenos get the chance to resolve their conflicts without violence. I second Lady Cassia's proposal. Sure, let's do that. Seldom do humans. The Harlequin remains still as a garnished statue for several minutes. Then the Melifume's voice behind the mask says, I am willing to try, monkey. Okay, cool. Uh-oh. Now this chick wants to get upset. No, the Regent Envoy draws her pistol. I won't let you destroy the Atlas, even if it is the child's wish. Lady Orcelio, you are too young, inexperienced. You simply cannot comprehend. You address the future novator of House Orcelio, one who survived the massacre of Urak V, who has lived following an attempt on her life at the Palace of Dorgonos, who has restored her house's stability in what scant time she has been free, while you, all of you, have spent years destroying it from within. You address one who has passed through the tempest of the Sea of Souls to the true Atlas as a rogue trader's ally. Yet still you call me unworthy, don't you? Young, inexperienced? Kneel before me and I shall forgive your insolence. Cass is just whipping out the big guns. Okay. House Orcelio, was always loyal to Novator Tisiphone. Henceforth, it will be loyal to her successor, even if you see fit to lead us down a different path, my lady. The navigator's voice trembles with reverence. Yeah. Cassio really just laid down the law like that, man. That's crazy. Troop Master, are you done with your performance, Monkey? Then stand aside and do not interrupt. Okay. What are these bitches doing? Troopmaster. Ah, I can feel it again. The tranquility. The ancestral souls have found peace, and corruption no longer endangers the monolith or this world. The Harlequin's narrow shoulders now look completely relaxed. Remember our agreement, Cassio Orsilio. We will soon meet in this place again, so that you can give us the shards. And now, be gone from our world, Monkey. Damn! Okay, so just like that, we now need to go and get... Okay, well, I'm assuming they're going to make us go and get all the shards out of all of the, whatever, navigators of House Orsilio. Okay. Right, well, I admit I was expecting more of a fight. That's just a regular bolter. Why are we... I don't think I need any of these. Can I just do that? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
None are better at searching.
What do we get? Soul Pendant. The first use of each navigating power costs 1 AP less. Staff of Celio. Castigating enemy sword. That's fine. Can't say I particularly care about that.
Success is the only outcome.
The Alderic gods once walked among them, teaching them, guiding, protecting them from harm. There were no boundaries between mortal creatures and their patrons. Okay.
Money to be made. Just as I planned.
The place was an altar that ancient Aldera used for some long-forgotten ritual. There's really just blood and guts everywhere. Okay, what do we have here? There was a time when I believed that I would leave my house. Prosperity and truth, fortune and blessings have long since passed. Gross expanse. As if the gross expanse itself is trying to outcast us from Celio. Upon my word, Sea of Souls must favor me. Okay. That's just Siphone's rantings then.
That's how it's done.
Aldari hero created 100 worlds and twice as many stars. Yeah.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh, I missed some loot back here. Let's grab that. Okay. Right, I think we've got basically everything here then. But they definitely... Well, there seems to be more there, but I guess not. I don't see any way of getting over there. I have been down here. Yeah, okay. Right, let's see if we can figure out how to get all of these Aldari Soulstones from the Navigators. Right. Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay. Well, we've been to all of these, so... Actually, let's see if there's anything else here. I don't think there is. No. Okay, I've done that. Okay, what colony management stuff do we have? Go. Okay, there's just nothing there. Oh, wait. Why did I miss these rank 2 options? How did I... Huh, okay. So this gives me... Oh, it's probably because I didn't have the reputation with Cas Bellica. So this one gives me... Medkit? Okay, that's nothing crazy. Profit factor, chemicals. I could use some more chemicals. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna lose mechanisms though, and I don't have a lot of mechanisms. This gives me Xenotech. Huh. I don't really need more Xenotech. I've got quite a bit of that, to be honest. What's this? All allies deal 5% more damage to Xenos. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Sure, let's just do that. Do that. I've got some flogstones. Okay. What do we have here? Okay. Missionaries? This... See, I do not have very many weapons. Oh, I got more than I thought. Okay, it's actually adamantine and flogstone. Oh, I wonder where I got the extra ones from. The last time I remember looking at how many weapons I had, I only had like 3. So, okay. Do I want to go Crucible? Against the Holy Man. Grants 10% damage for 2 turns and when a character uses their Origin ability. I don't even know what the Origin ability is yet. I'm assuming I still need to unlock that. This costs me mechanisms, chemicals, and flogstone, which is not great. All of those are things I am struggling to get. So, not too keen on that. Then missionaries cost me weapons, provisions, and people. That's fine. I get complacency and security. Not too worried about any of these, to be honest. Let's just chill on Filestone for now, because I'm not really urgent for anything. I think the weapons might be nice. I might need to up my reputation with the Drusians. Dargonos, what have you got for me? I feel like there was something here that gave me like a set of power armor that I kind of want. Let's see. Gains the Bestower of Freedom feature. 3 times the confidence ranks for leadership. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, because I'm maxed out on Iconoclast. So that's a pretty substantial fellowship boost for Darius. I don't need this Iconoclast, though. Place to see. I'm losing efficiency and I'm losing security, which is unfortunate. Militia Navy. All the inhabitants of the expense back. Place their trust in the rogue trader during the hour of need. The flagship restored 33% to the cooldown of ultimate abilities at the end of space combat. Huh. Okay. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. Ship combat has been surprisingly not very common in this, which is interesting. Okay, I need to build missionaries. This gives me a whole bunch of stuff, which is nice. Okay. So I just need to complete missionaries, and then I get this. Rogue Church seems to have best munition supplies and +2 to the plating of all sectors. Okay, that's quite nice. I really want to get Bastion. That's quite a nice bunch of upgrades. Call to arms. There it is. There's the power armor one. Okay. I think I'm going to go for that, because I'm really curious what that power armor is like. It looks pretty badass. And I specifically got the talent on Abelard so he can wear power armor. 6 weapons. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Kiva Gamma. What do we have here? This costs me mechanisms, which I definitely don't like. I don't have enough mechanisms. It gives me efficiency and profit factor, which is nice. In ship encounters, rogue traders squad is supported. In ship encounters. That's cool. Okay, that would be awesome for all of the warp travels I'm doing. Just to give me some like more support. It's not technically necessary. My squad's plenty powerful enough, but it's kind of nice. This I need more reputation with. What does this block? It blocks vigil of the tech gods, which is this one. Okay. Lord Captain's rogue trader gains +10 to tech use. Okay, I think I'd prefer this one because the stat boost to my rogue trader is more valuable to me than having some battle servitors. Yeah, okay. So I need more reputation basically to get that. Isn't there anything else? Yeah, okay, cool. So Kiva Gamma then, not going to worry about. Vehebo 6. Oh. I don't know, because okay, I don't particularly care about these so much. These are pretty minor upgrades. Earthbreaker. Plasteel adamantine. I could use some more adamantine, but I'm losing a lot of flogstones and mechanisms. That's not really worth it. Extractium. I'm losing people. I'm gaining promethium. I have a lot of promethium. I'm not going to worry about that. Captive Xenos. I'm losing profit factor and security. I'm gaining a lot of people. Nah, not particularly worried about that. An entire planetary regime of martyr godsmen, a gift to experience in docks. 10% critical hit chance with macro cannons. That's quite nice. That one is quite nice for ship combat. It's going to cost me weapons, which is unfortunate. Okay. I think that's fine. I think we go for that one. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Right, so that pretty much sorts out all of the upgrades. Right. Okay. I don't really know what else. Oh, I just need to go and talk to Cassia on the ship. No. Okay. So let's just go. Just save first. Okay. Cassia, where are you? Let's see what she's got to say.
Oh, how nice of you to grace me with your presence. I was just thinking back to our journey to the Palace of the Atlas. That is, to the world of Xenos. Remembering that most reckless act has enveloped my mind in a whole palette of hues. But when I think of the great risk you took for House Orselio's and my own sake, an azure shawl instantly descends on my shoulders, and amber sparks flash inside my soul. Please accept my sincerest gratitude.
Nice. Okay. So what awaits the navigators of your house now? So now the entire power of the Atlas. So what awaits the navigators of your house now?
The Xenos have managed to free the souls of our ancestors from their confinement. The memory and wisdom of those that came before us will serve our house, helping build upon the ruins of the present a firm foundation for generations to come. I believe in that, as I believe in the divine light of the Emperor.
Yeah. So managed to free souls, having discovered the truth about the story at Cassia allowed the Harlequin troop to separate the souls. Okay, but then we still need to go back there sometime and hand over all these soul stones, don't we? Huh. Honestly, I was expecting more to come out of this. Maybe it will in the future. Okay. So you are now... So now you are the full-fledged novator of House Orselio.
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphone's title, I have decided to remain by your side, to relish just a little more of this carefree liberty. For as soon as I am summoned to do my duty, we must say our farewells.
Okay, cool. So the entire power of the Atlas is in the Novator's hands?
I suppose so. if by power you mean priceless knowledge. As for the special powers granted by the Xenos souls, the navigators of House Orcelio will once again have to contend with their own bodily and spiritual limitations. However, I am undaunted by the prospect, for our line and our gene have never been weak. House Orcelio will succeed, and soon we will rise again, draped in white and gold.
Nice.
Of course, I will try to answer any questions you have.
What does your special sight reveal?
The cold embers in Ulfar's soul absorbed the dismal grey, leaving only charcoal splotches. They are straining to break out. They smudge his hues, and the tarnished gold no longer shines as brightly.
Okay. I was expecting more, honestly. But
have enjoyed
I mean,
your
more may
company.
still come. Seems strange because like Iralet's story quest was like crazy and like super involved. There was this whole ass thing. So I was kind of expecting, you know, kind of something similar for Cassia. But then again, I don't know how much of Iralet's quest was actually part of the main story of the game and not her side quest. It's kind of difficult to say. Which is really cool that the game's writing is that good that it blends the main and side quests into one, you know, cohesive story. Okay, Ulfar, what have you got to say?
Let us raise our cups at Fator.
I love this guy's
in honor
voice.
Of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come.
This guy's such a badass. So now you know where your brothers are heading. What will you do?
Help you to deal with the enemies who besieged your home, and then head for the coordinates that Thorvald gave me. Well, I know, Edvater, that you are dauntless, and if I but say the word, you will join me in my seeking. But the place I will voyage to is a perilous one. Few can survive in it, and though duty leads me there, I do not want my debt to be paid with your blood.
Damn. Okay. If you're willing to talk about yourself now, I am listening.
It is wise to hide one's past from a stranger, but shameful to hide it from a friend.
What a G.
Ask away.
Bro likes us now. I was afraid Ulfar was going to hate us because of the whole Iralet thing that happened. So it's really cool that we're still able to, you know, get along with him. Okay, how did you become an Astartes?
I was a seafarer. Every spring we would go out onto the world sea and slay many armed krakens and ravenous sea drakes. And then the season of fire would come, and we would dock on Asaheim to battle for our clan's right to inhabit that land. I was young, but already fierce, and facing down foes twice my size. The chooser of the valiant, who had watched the fateful battle from the cliffs, deemed me worthy and took me to the Fang for healing. My clan was proud. I spent years in training before I passed through the dreaded gate of Mordkai, bowed on the runestones before both his heads, and walked into the Valley of Dreams. As for what I saw there, do not ask me. That is between me and the Death Wolf. The Rune Priest scoured my soul, but found it untouched by corruption. I returned, and I partook of the cup of Wolfen. The Canis Helix entered my blood, and the agony of transformation changed my body to resemble that of a beast, and my mind was drowned in the dark depths of bloodlust.
Jeez, man.
My return from the dark was long and cost me greatly. When I stood in the hall of the Fang once more, the Rune Priests imbued my body with the remaining gene seed and implanted the necessary organs. But those trials were nothing compared to what I had already endured.
Damn. Okay. What happened to your final trial? You subject recruits to heinous trials. Why? What happened in your final trial?
When I overcame the darkness of Wolfen in my soul, I set out for the Fang. Every neophyte must undergo a hunt during this journey. One might fight a fearsome wolf, another a sly snow worm. I crossed paths with a doppelgrendel, a cunning and rancorous spirit.
Okay. Why does that make me think of a Rancor from Star Wars?
For 5 days and nights did we bring our wits and wrath to bear in battle. The spirit changed its guise, but in the end, I gouged out its eyes. Fleeing, it hissed a curse. Nowhere would I find an honorable death, vowed the creature. My saga came to an abrupt and inglorious end, like a noble banner moldering and fraying at the edge. When I made my return to the Fang, clutching that crushed eye, the rune priest looked at me, and his face grew grim. But he said not a word, save to confirm my victory.
Damn. Okay. Do you believe the creature's curse holds any power? If it was not a curse, what if it was not a curse, but a gift? A gift of long life and many exploits? I like that way of looking at it. That sounds good.
A gift straight from the Seven Hells! What is the valor of a deathless warrior worth? Where is greatness in the exploits of one who shrinks from death? When the wolf time comes, and my fallen brothers march into the final battle, where will I be? Sitting alone in the Fang beside a fire that went out long ago?
Okay. Well, he was not happy with that.
The ages weigh heavily on my hands and heart, and one day I will be too tired and feeble to wake up and rush into the fray. What will they call me then? Ulfar, who slept through the battle? Ulfar, Mordekai's unwanted.
Do you believe the creature's curse holds any power?
Everything on Fenris has power. I have fought in 100 battles and suffered 100 injuries. Even wolves are not certain to survive such grievous maiming. But I always survived. And with each new victory, my thoughts took a darker turn. What if I truly am destined never to die with honor? What if my death will be foolish and inglorious? Each time I bury a brother, I secretly envy him.
Jeez, man. Ulfar's mournful words land heavily like cliff rocks cleaving off into the sea. His face darkens till it resembles a grim idol hewn by primitive people. Okay.
Many times I have heard the clicking of Mordekai's fangs next to my ear. But I have never allowed him close enough to sink them into my rump.
No. Okay. I've noticed you have a penchant for poetry.
Before becoming an Astartes, I dreamed of becoming a skald, a keeper of stories. At feasts, I often sing of my brother's exploits. Thousands are stored in my memory. When I am near, wolves fight even more ferociously, for they know their deeds will be immortalized. One of the tech priests theorized that our songs contained hidden psychometric codes to increase courage. Maybe there is such a thing in other places. But on Fenris, our sagas are spun from memory, from respect, from pride. More than word stringing, a secret weaving. Magic in its marrow. Not to ear or mind speaks the saga. Its spell sounds deeper strike, and the heart hearkens.
Your brothers call you Thunderlung. I'm actually curious about that, because they stopped calling him Everlost and changed it to Thunderlung after that last story mission.
That is my moniker, yes. My voice knows no fatigue, whether fighting or feasting. I can recite the glorious sagas and terrify foes with my battle cry for hours. Oh, this fine name was given to me by my loyal friends, Arnulf Bloody Axe and Skjaldi Twice Thinker.
Bloody Axe and Twice Thinker. Okay, tell me about them.
The bonds between us were many. Arnulf was my sworn brother. It was he whom I faced down in the battle where the chooser of the Valiant noticed me. Arnulf too was deemed worthy. We went from bitter foes to setting aside the enmity between our clans and becoming close friends. He gave me this blade to show that the past was forgotten. Quick to laugh was Arnulf, and fearsome in a fight. Almost as fearsome as me. Skjaldi Twice Thinker. Well, he was sent to us by the Allfather to see that we did not meet our deaths as young pups. He had enough thoughts in that head of his to make do for me and Arnulf both. It was Skjaldi who taught me to compose verses. The spirits prized his wisdom, and the runes hearkened to his voice. When the Xenos took me prisoner, Arnulf caught up with them and slew a score of them with his fine axe. And Skjaldi called down a storm so mighty that the abomination's jet bikes were whipped into the wind's furious currents like leaves. But even that was not enough to take them all. We were captured. Tervantius took Skjaldi first and turned his body into something unthinkable. Then he took Arnulf, and during the many hours of torture, my brother's only response to the freak was disdainful laughter. And then he fell silent.
Jeez. That's kind of badass, though. You're being tortured and bro's just laughing at them. Damn. Okay, so both his brothers died in Kormorach then. That is kind of rough. All you can do now is avenge them, but even though we're not bringing them back, your brothers were foolish to return to you. This means you must perform feats of glory in their honor, that their names be remembered for 1,000 years hence. Yeah, let's do that. That seems nice. This means you must perform feats of glory in their honor.
And their sagas will be sung in the Hall of the Immortals, sowing valor in the hearts of the young.
Nice. Okay, cool. I think I've kind of already asked about these before in different conversations, so I'm just going to go, thank you for your answer.
I enjoy telling stories.
Okay, cool. So he doesn't have anything more to tell us now.
Fenris Hylda, et Fater.
I hope we do get to go on his side quest with him, because that sounds to me like we're not going to be able to join him when he goes looking for the rest of his pack, and I kind of want to do that. That seems like it'd be a pretty badass side quest. Okay, I don't think there's really anything else to do at this point. Let's see. Okay, so that's Footfall. That's the main question. What is this? Long lost Argentina. Oh, right. Argenta's mission. Location of Salus Prime. Okay, the mysterious... The secret ship await. Okay, so I need to go to that place. I really wish I could click on this and have it take me to the map. Like, it is really annoying that I just have to, like, go and hunt for this place. Okay, and then this is Pascal's quest, which is going to be to find, what's it, Armanat. Okay, cool. So, let's go back to the map then and see where we need to go next. Space Wolves are such badasses. They are so damn cool. I don't know who I prefer more between the Space Wolves and the Grey Knights. I'm kind of leaning Grey Knights, but then Space Vikings are just so much cooler. Someone needs to make a movie or a game about the battle between the Space Wolves and the Grey Knights. That would have been crazy. That would go so hard. Right. Okay, so I need to figure out where Argenta's side quest is. Why do I feel like it's there? What is the place called? Rathia Taui? Yes, okay. So there's Argenta's quest. Then there's also Pascal's quest. I don't remember where that one was. I'm sure I saw it. Was it here? No. Formidable weapon. What's that? Manufacturers of Kiva Gamba. Huh. Is that a rumor? I mean, I don't even know which it's gonna be. I'm gonna guess that's a rumor. We've got forbidden weapon. Okay, so I probably need to go back there at some point. Now, between the Dark Templars and the Dark Angels, also valid. To be fair, I actually don't know very much about the Dark Templars. Dark Angels are so badass, but yeah, I mean, the lore in general in Warhammer is all just so damn cool. It's so badass. I used to love the first Dawn of War game. I played that, so much as a kid. I was always a Tau player, which I'm ashamed to admit now because I think there's so many cooler options than Tau. But when I was a kid, the Tau were just so badass to me. Right. I kind of think I want to go. Dargonos has got a couple things there I need to go and sort out. That might be worth going to Dargonos and just seeing what's happening there. This place, Hebos, there's a rumor here. From a proximity warning. Okay, I think let's go to Dargonos first. And then maybe we go here and see if we can sort out... No, wait. Where was Argenta's quest? There. We try and go there. So Dargonos. And then how do I even get here? This looks like... I'm guessing I need to get here. Okay. Well, it's going to be interesting. I feel like I never have enough navigators in sight, which is kind of annoying. Okay, let's save first, because I'm almost definitely going to get attacked on this wall jump. Dark Angels Primarch, my favorite out of all of them. Who was the Dark Angels Primarch? Remind me that one. Ooh. What is this? Make a dance, dance, so forth. Do organized press. Okay. Casual stuff. How do I not remember? Okay, well, I mean, Dark Angels Primarch. Let's see. Lionel Johnson? Why is that not familiar to me? Damn. Here I thought I knew all of the Primarchs. I mean, I'm gonna have probably a most milquetoast answer, but Gilliman was always my favorite. I thought Gilliman was so badass. I just never liked the Ultramarines colors. Like the blue was too blue for me. I want a little bit more. I want a little bit more, I don't know, militarized vibe in my armies. But Gilliman as a character was so damn interesting to me. Lion L. Johnson, often referred to as the Lion during his lifetime, also known as the first in the honorific Primarchs. Damn. Following the events of the shooting feature of Cameron, inexplicably they were fired upon by the Dark Angel for scarage there to the command of his once trusted mentor, Sir Father Luther, who had been encrusted. Damn. I've got to get into the books, man. I am missing there's so much here that I just didn't even know about. I've really got to get into the books because I freaking love this. It's so interesting. Okay. When you get a chance, read up a bit about him. Yeah. I was just going through the... What is the wiki called? This is... Oh, okay, this particular site is just fandom. Warhammer 40k.fandom. There is an official... Yeah, no, that is the official Warhammer wiki. There's the actual site. Let's see. Yeah. Can even get a character for him. That is kind of badass though. That is kind of badass, I must admit. And this one? No. Yeah. This does look awesome. I would love to try getting into painting some of these miniatures. I would really love to try. Looks so interesting. Now from the mist shadows, almost like an ancient quest in Grey Knight hunting the galaxy's mysterious blade fealty. Ha! That's awesome. How big is this thing? Does it say? Is there a size comparison? Doesn't look like it. So badass. I wonder. Doesn't seem to specify how big this is. Ah, so you get the pieces. Okay. That's cool. I was wondering if you... It seemed weird to me to buy an already painted figure. I'm ordering a model for him to paint next. Yes, now. This looks so cool. This looks so badass. I really want to try and get into this as well. This is all American, though. Trying to get this shipped to South Africa would be... Jeez, that would be crazy. Gilliman, there's the badass. This dude's lore was so cool to me. But, I mean, I get that that's a very milquetoast answer, because everybody knows Gilliman. I need to improve my Warhammer lore, definitely. Also, I have no idea who this guy is. High Marshal Halbert. This name is familiar. So cool, man. I love this. Ha! Problem is, if I started getting into this, I would have no idea which army to buy. Like, I would just get completely lost. Hey, Dado4. Thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. If you're a guest star, Dado4, let me know which where you're going to be a guest star. I'd love to pull up the stream as well. Check it out. There's SA stores that have him. I must have a look. Buy Warhammer. South Africa. Let's see. Okay, there's a couple options. Okay, Amazon's got a few. I know Amazon's here in South Africa now, which, geez, took long enough, but... Okay, there are a couple of things. The Geek Home. That looks cool. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit. Yeah, this looks cool. I need to go through this. This looks like really cool. This is what I'm looking at, Leo, if you want to see. This looks awesome. Jeez, okay, so you can buy like an entire like miniature army then. So badass. So badass. Though my biggest problem at this point though is that I live in a single room. Like everything you see behind me is the entirety of my flat. My bed is just off to the left there. So space to do much of anything is at a premium, definitely. Trying to find a place to go and paint miniatures here is not exactly easy. But that being said, love to get into this more. Right. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we didn't get attack there, which is nice. I think... Can I get up to... Where have I got to go get up to Dogonos? There's Dogonos. Okay. Let's just save there. Go! Nice. Okay, we're good. Go again. Hey. Okay. I did not plan out my warp routes between all these planets very well. Trying to get around this place is a bit of a nightmare. Not that I was thinking a whole lot about it when I was jumping from point to point. Okay. Dogonos. What do we have going on? Oh, geez, my profit factor's gone up massively. What the hell? I didn't even know my profit factor had gone up that high. Okay, cool. We got people. I don't think there's anything else I need here. Yeah, I want Bastion. So I need to get missionaries. I don't know where I need to go to get that upgrade. I need to find that, because this seems like it'd be pretty strong. Okay. Requires the Lord's captain. Let's see this. A fleet belonging to Xavier Calcazar has chased the remnants of a Drukhari raid to the Von Valancius world and is presently obliterating it from orbit, battering the planet. These bitches, man. I swear. The Inquisition. Holy crap. Oh, what did I click on? Whoopsie. What's that? Okay, no. We're good. Cool. Let the Inquisition fleet finish what they started. Hell no. Flatten the threats Clapton with anti-orbital weapons. Is that going to cost me security? Greater than or equal to 9. My security is 10. Am I going to lose security for doing that? That seems weird. Battle the Xenos. I feel like I go battle the Xenos. It seems like a reasonable option.
This void ship will not be defeated.
Oh, cool. Okay. Drukhari pronounced yes. Okay, cool. I have no idea how I got this random frigate following me. It just kind of showed up one day. Right. Is it just the one? Oh, no, there are more down here. Okay. There's these guys. Those are kind of far away. Okay, that guy's next. That guy. I should probably focus on these guys down here, honestly. That's a big dude. That's another big dude. So I think I should probably come down here and deal with these. They seem like the most predominant threat. Yeah. Okay.
Fire at will.
Alright. Ah, that was a good bit of damage. What the hell?
With the force of a supernova.
Nice. Okay.
Keep up the pressure.
Right. I feel like I'm gonna have some issues here, but I go forward? I think so. Let's block my front. Okay. I can't hit anything with these, so I'm just gonna call it there. Okay, nice. I feel like my little, I don't know, ally frigate here is gonna die. There are a lot of enemies here. Of course, they didn't attack where I boosted the shields. Total bitches. These Dark Eldar ships look so cool. I love the design of them. Well, that is when you can see them and they're not surrounded by this green glowing shield thingy. Okay. Alright, little dude is coming back. Jeez, man. Whatever those things are, they do so much damage. Right. Can I hit anything? The answer is no, and I don't have any of my abilities either. Cool. So... can hit with this. Let's go for... So I go for this. I can probably kill this. Oh, come on. So nearly killed him. Okay. I don't think there's a lot else I can do. I don't have enough range to hit anything there. Can I hit anything? Yeah. I could hit that little ship if I came there. Damn it. Okay. That might just cost me... That might just cost me movement, though, because I want to swing around here. I can hit that. And if I come here, I can hit that. You know what? Let's risk it. Let's risk it. We can probably still hit both. Nice. Okay, cool. Then, if I come around this way, can hit this. Nice. Jeez, that's a shit ton of damage. Okay, cool. Right. Question is... Yes. Okay, cool. We're good.
Another enemy.
There it is.
Coordinates set.
Okay, nice. I don't think I'm going to worry about reinforcing any shields yet. These guys are still kind of far away. This guy might shoot me on my port side. Starboard. Starboard, yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna hit me on my starboard. Okay. I do wish I could speed up all of these, you know, in-between animations. Yeah, dude, you're dead, man. I'm sorry, buddy. That's crazy. I love this ship design. This looks so badass. I wish I could get some bigger ships. It feels kind of weird that I'm limited exclusively to this one, you know, little ship. Huh. Do I want to just self-destruct here and kill that? Or do I want to try... I could probably get my torpedoes to the point here. Let's risk it. Let's go for these. I don't know if my abilities are going to be off cooldown by the ship to be able to actually get my torpedoes to hit. You know what? You know, let's just play it safe. Let's blow up this guy. Cool. Okay. Yeah, see, I can't use this yet. I don't know why. Doesn't look like it should be on cooldown, but I can't use it yet. Okay. We need to come... We might as well just analyze this thing. Okay, so it's left-hand side. It's port. We need to come around here. I don't know if I want to swing all the way around. You know what? It's whatever. It's fine.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
Okay. Let's fire off some more torpedoes.
Away!
Okay. Now, hopefully he hits where my shield is reinforced. Looks like he will. Yes. Okay, cool. That is very helpful. Nice. Okay, cool. That's perfect. Right. Leech torpedoes. I'm actually curious what would happen if these hit me. That's an interesting name. What? Oh shit, I didn't... damn. That is unfortunate. Okay. I really want to try and hit this guy's weak point. I can do that if I swing around and then use these cannons. I can hit his weak point here. Do I want to just focus all my fire on this ship though? If I come here, I can also hit him with this and this. Yeah. I think I just ignore this ship for now and just focus all of my attention on just this one. So if I come here, I can hit him with all these weapons. And that'll do a fair bit of damage. What about if I came all the way? Yeah, I think that's probably the safest. Let's just come here and then just use that. That should be fine.
With the
Okay.
force of a supernova.
Nice. Okay, cool. Then let's move up one and use these.
Macro cannons, open fire.
Nice. Okay, cool, cool. Then we use this.
Fire at will.
Hey, hey. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Love to see it. Is there no way I could do a bit of extra damage just to kill him? If the enemy ship is suffered hull damage, the disrupted deals 15 to 20% of the ship's missing hull damage. That should kill it. Let's do that. Let's give this a try.
For the glory of the Imperium.
There we go. Okay, cool. Nice. Then I'm gonna analyze this ship. Okay, so we got rear. Okay, so I need to shoot him on the rear for his weak point. Okay. Ah, jeez, man. Well, now I find out what those do to me. Probably should have shielded my rear end. Okay, my shields are all down. I need to restart them next round, which is going to kill my maneuverability, but whatever. Okay, let's go with restart shields. Right, then, do I want to do this swing run? That might be worth doing this round. If I move 2 squares over, I could probably get... If I move 2 squares over, I'll shift to the side. Can I get to a position where I could... I don't think I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna have enough to get behind him. That's the problem. Let's do this, just so that I can. I'm gonna go boost this. Why can I not use that? Why? Why is it grayed out? Huh. That's interesting. I wonder why that would be grayed out. Okay. Can I use it now? Oh, I have to have already used one. Okay, cool. There. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, now if I move over this way, that should put me in a slightly better position, I guess. If I come around here, I should be able to hit with these. Then if I come around... I don't know if that's going to get me enough. Okay, I can still hit there. Then if I come around here, I can hit with these. Yes, that'll let me hit with both sets of cannons, which is what I'm wanting. Okay, so let's do that and go for this.
Salvo.
Nice, okay. Then I need to come around here and use this cannon.
Lance batteries. Volley.
Okay, cool. Doing a little bit of damage.
Fire
Hitting
at
the
will.
weak point really makes a massive difference, eh? The amount of damage we do. That is crazy. Then, I'm gonna come here and I wanna come here and I use torpedoes.
Keep up the pressure.
Go. Okay, then if I come here, use this.
Helmsman, take us in.
Very nice. Why can I still not use this? I suppose because it's my first round, I'm gonna guess. Probably. It's a bit dangerous leaving the ship there like that. Can I... Oh, I don't need to use that. Let's just do Maneuverability, I don't really need that. Okay, let me save just in case something goes wrong. Let's reinforce my right side shields. Starboard. That should... Hopefully he attacks me directly, which will hit right shields. And then I could do a shadow warp jump, but... Let's just leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. See what happens. Nice. Okay, cool. He did just attack me straight on. That's good. Right. Now, I want to kind of get out of the way so that I can use my torpedoes. So let's come here. Okay, I'm not going to be able to hit with that. I can hit with this. This. Okay, let's use this first because I am within range of it here. There we go. Okay, then let's come here and use this one. Now my torpedoes will be able to hit. There we go.
I hear that
nice, there it
in
is.
the void.
Okay, now question is, how far around can I come? Not enough. This ability in theory would give me enough range, but for some reason it never seems to reach far enough. Yep, nope, just not enough. What about if I do a shallow warp jump? It might put me within enough range, but I'm doubtful. You know what? Let's risk it. Let's do a shallow warp jump and see. Hey, hey, there we go. Okay, cool. Nice. I'm not going to be able to hit anything else, though. That's fine. Okay. Damn it. I was hoping I'd position myself out of the way of the torpedoes, but not quite. I am curious what those torpedoes do to me, though. Speed reduced, okay. They don't seem to do anything more than just damage me, which is interesting. I would have thought, given their name, leeching torpedoes, it sounds like they should do like damage over time or something. Okay, let's come all the way around. Let's analyze this guy. Okay, we have a rear weak point. I am not going to be able to get there. Can I? Ooh, maybe this will work. Please be facing away from me. Nice. Okay, cool. It should be hitting this weak point. At least it looks like it should be.
With the force of a supernova.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not. It's annoying. Okay.
Torpedoes away.
Cool. Damn, these Drukhari ships have so much maneuverability, it is crazy. Okay, let's come all the way around and then just, I guess, just shoot them.
Fire at will.
Nobody
Nice.
survives battle with this.
Well, that was easy. Okay, cool. Let's upgrade. What did I get? Right, okay. Premonition, the flagship's August scanner. Evasion increased by 3%. Okay. That's not bad. At the end of each turn, the most damage restores to its strength. That seems quite useful. I think we'll go for that. Yeah, let's do that. And then, I'm thinking boarding party. I'm not too worried about these last ideas. I mean, it's not ideas, abilities. So I've basically got all the important ones. So Pascal now has this ability. Cassia now has this. Okay, cool. We can give them a try on next combat and see how well they work. The ship combat definitely feels less fleshed out than the normal combat. But I mean, I guess that's kind of expected given there's a lot more I don't know, complexity, I guess, that can be applied to normal combat. Let's do that. Nice. Okay, that is a nice, strong hull we've got there. Okay, it cost me a lot though. Nice. Okay. Cool. Well, I think I'm probably gonna end it there for the evening, because honestly, I am pretty damn tired. This week has been a painfully long one. Jeez, like I am really pink. I should probably get a better wallpaper that isn't quite so pink. There we go. Right. Thanks guys for joining. Leo, Data 4, Tim, if you guys are still around, appreciate you being here for a bit. And yeah, I realize this game's not the most amazing for stream content, I guess. So I think from this weekend I'm gonna start a playthrough of Dying Light. I played the first Dying Light, years ago. It was one of the first games I got on PlayStation 4 and absolutely loved it. The second one I know wasn't as good when it came out, but I hear there's been some updates that have made it a lot better. So I'm going to try the Dying Light 2 this weekend, see how it goes. Dying Light the Beast looks awesome. Right now it's a bit expensive, but maybe towards the end of this year, if it goes on special over Christmas, see if I can get Dying Light the Beast as well. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for being here, and I will be online again over the weekend. Bye.